Hello everyone, welcome back to Miscellaneous Monthly. It's Tim, and a few fun facts about me. I am awesome, and I'm not gonna complete this joke. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we are talking about Tyler, the Creator today. Specifically, we're not talking about that line from that particular song. No, we're talking about the one song that goes like this. When you eat all the cheese in the store, yeah, alright. And if you're wondering what the answer to the question is, it's simply no. He would die of sodium poisoning because cheese is actually relatively high in sodium. So, yeah, the video's over. Anyway, bye! Ha ha ha, I got you with the fake ending. Anyway, I want to actually answer a much more serious question. How long would it take for Tyler, the Creator, to eat the entirety of the United States Federal Cheese Reserve that Wendigoon made a video about a while back and kind of became a small meme? You know, this clip.
Government is hiding billions of pounds of cheese in hidden caves underneath the United States that it is selling off by manipulating our advertising and education systems to our detriment in order to turn a profit.
And for the cheese I chose none other than pepper jack, because no, I am not going to do research to figure out what type of cheese is stored in the cheese caves. Look, I went to my store, spent $7 on a block of cheese, and that right there is my catalyst to see what type of cheese Tyler is going to be eating. And also, pepper jack, from what I was able to find, the maximum shelf life for it is about 6 months, assuming you freeze it. So, by that logic, that means we have a 6-month timer, assuming it's frozen, in order for him to eat all the cheese. Now, according to FDA recommendations, the average person should get about 3 servings of dairy per day, and 1 serving of pepper jack is about 1 ounce. And considering this block weighs marginally over 8 ounces, that means it would take the average person, about 3 days to eat it. Tyler, the Creator, he'll take 1, because he's built different, and I genuinely want him to have the best chance of eating the entirety of the big cheese. And so, doing some math, how long would it take him to eat the big cheese? Well, it is genuinely not all that impressive. It would take him about 4 years and 4 months to eat the big cheese. Or, just slightly under 1,600 days. Now, assuming half a year or 6 months is exactly 182.625 days, which is, well, half a year exactly, that means that Tyler would need to eat 4.9 pounds of cheese per day in order to eat the big cheese before it all goes bad, which, let's just say, is not really possible. Specifically on a health standpoint, that's not possible. On a digestion standpoint, maybe, but not on a health standpoint at all. He would probably die of, vitamin overdose or something like that. Anyway, let's go to the cheese caves. Now, the cheese caves have about 1.4 to 1.5 billion pounds of cheese in them. And, yeah, I'm just gonna assume 1.45 billion exactly, because it's in the middle of those two, and I don't want to do any math in order to try and figure out how much cheese is exactly in the caves. So yeah, using this information, we plug it into Wolfram Alpha, and yeah, Tyler is screwed again, because it wouldn't take, it won't take 4 years and 4 months to eat this much cheese. Just a casual 7.088 million years. Yeah, let's just say there is absolutely 0 chance that cheese is still gonna be fresh by the time he's done with it. Yeah, 7 million years ago, Megalodon were still living 7 million years ago. But yeah, that should give you an idea of just how long 7 million years is. 7 million years from now, humans might not even exist. But yeah, it would take him 7 million years at our proposed, already somewhat ridiculous cheese consumption rate to eat all the cheese in the cheese caves. Oh, and in order to eat all the cheese in the cheese caves within our set expiration date, he would need to eat just shy of 8 million pounds of cheese every day. In fact, I am pretty sure that is about the equivalent of eating an Antonov AN-225 Myra within the span of a Lord of the Rings movie and not stopping for half a year. Yeah, safe to say, Tyler will be dead basically instantly within this challenge. Anyway, verdict of the story, he could eat all the cheese in the store if it were like a farmer's market. And I mean a farmer's market that's really small. Like, they have a mini fridge, and like maybe a quarter of it is actually dedicated to farm fresh cheese, and the rest of it's dedicated to Red Bull, Monsters, and other energy drinks I don't know the names of. Anyway, that's all, and I hope you had a wonderful time watching this video. Have a wonderful day.